We are going to be doing a FX3 versus iPhone video.
I wasn't fully prepared going into this challenge.
Is that going to hold you?
I believe that film has a natural characteristic to it that really can't be emulated by any other form, nor can you replicate the true experience of shooting on film. But I do think you can get really close to making digital look like film. I think that you can easily fool an untrained eye to think that digital footage is actually film. So I put my friends Dash and Charlie up to a challenge where they're going to be filming our friend Logan as the subject, and we're going to see if we can make the iPhone look as good as the Sony FX3 with Dehancer, who is actually today's video sponsor. Now, I've purchased a few different node trees, plugins, and power grades for Davinci before, and some have been really, really great, but pretty time consuming to learn and really get down. And others have just been downright misleading and just not good products at all. I'm gonna assume and hope that Dehancer is gonna be true to their word, saying that they do a good job emulating film. And also, if it's not a good product and if they don't do a good job, I'm gonna be honest and let you guys know, because it's not in my interest to make a video where I advertise something that I wouldn't use myself. So if you guys watch this video and end up really enjoying my results from Dehancer, you can use my code REESE at checkout for 10% off, and it'll help support the channel. Stick around to hear my honest thoughts later in the video. I want to look at 3 things. 1, does it look good? 2, is it quick and easy to use? And 3, if you can tell a difference between the iPhone and the FX3 after they've been colored with Dehancer. So let's jump into it.
Today, we are going to be doing a FX3 versus iPhone video. We got Logan Giorgi as our subject performer. And then we have our filmmakers, Charlie Sigmund, Dash McDonald with his FX3. You guys each have 15 minutes individually. Okay, we're gonna do 3 locations. We're gonna start in the backyard here.
To stay up late till the morning and hang out with girls I don't like. I make mistakes, but
He has burned through just under 1/3 of his time, and he hasn't even gotten a full take yet.
Okay, there were some mistakes that we had. Well, I wasn't fully prepared going into this challenge. I needed some new lenses.
Dash just started. What are we thinking?
Well, what he doesn't know is that I can shoot log on this iPhone. Obviously, he can change lenses. I can't. But I think it's all going to come down to the angles, and I'm going to get an angle that he can't get with that camera, because I can get in places with this camera that he can't go. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do not iPhone handheld. I'm going to put it on a tripod on the roof. I think also like his song too talks a lot about like, I don't really know what the song's about actually. I got to figure that out.
Here we are. Just got to Papago Park. So pretty out here.
Have you seen the photo? I'm gonna have you go in that sunlight over there. And I'm gonna try and get you and the mountains in the background.
Timer starts now. You might have the short end of the stick right here because the sun's going down. So you might have a little bit less light to work with.
Filter on and I'm at 800, so I think I'm okay.
Yo,
That was awesome. That was Wario in the flesh.
Jeez. I like that a lot, wow. We just made it to our final location. We shot Occasional Crazy here with Logan. So we chose this location because I thought the vibe was gonna be really cool. It's cool lighting, you know? It's actually really fun being on like this side of the camera, just like kind of filming them and having them kind of come up with all the shots and all the creative.
I'm about to show Nash who's the boss. I'm about to show you the best camera. It's the camera you have.
That's a wrap, baby.
I didn't see this footage, but I think that both of them are sick. I think both of them came out really dope. They should, at least they did in my head. So I have big faith. I don't know, it's neck and neck right now. I guess we're gonna have to just see what happens.
All right, we'll wait to see the footage. Downloaded and installed, you just search it in effects, you drag it onto a node, and then boom, right there, you're all good to go. Okay, so these are our order of operations. You can see what you start with, you have your inputs, and then right here, which is pretty cool, they have a bunch of different film stocks that you can choose from. I usually go with CineStill 800T. I just love how that one looks. Yeah, they have some other ones. The classic, the Vision 3, 500T, 50D, 250D. You got your Portra 400, Portra 800. You have your film developer, your compressor. I found that the halation, for example, is a lot better than Davinci's native plugin built in. So that's one thing off the bat that I'm noticing that looks a lot better. Same with the grain. Love how the grain works. Love how they list out these options for you and their different speeds. You have some other cool options, like there's film damage. Yeah, you can kind of see that there's dust and scratches, which otherwise I feel like you need to either make that yourself or buy it from some pack online. Film breadth is pretty interesting. It looks like there's discolorations as if the film is just speeding through the reel. There's gate weave, which is pretty dope. Again, it's just little subtle things that really sell the film look. The overscan is really cool. It's just completely built into the plugin. So you can see it just makes perforations on the side. Like all the other ones, you have a lot of options to choose. If you want to do like an 8mm thing, that'll make it look like a Super 8, ultra widescreen. You know, they have that. Tons of different options already built in, so it's super dope. So who is this for? I think it applies to so many people. Like I'm thinking about a social media manager that doesn't have time to like figure out all the technicals of color grading, but they still want a unique look for their brand and their aesthetic. I think if they integrated Dehancer into their content editing workflow, it'd work really well for them because you can just set presets and go back to what you love and then just apply it to any shoots you have going forward. As a colorist, I'm not like scared that it's gonna replace color jobs because again, you still need to know kind of what you're doing with it or else you're not gonna get an image that you're happy with. This just speeds up my workflow so much. I think I'm gonna hold on to it. It's just really efficient and it looks pretty high quality. In terms of the iPhone and the FX3, if I were to see those back and forth and just glance them quickly, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. If you're a huge studio doing like Hollywood level quality, okay, you're gonna opt for the actual camera. If you're a musician, if you're an influencer, if you're a creator that doesn't have a huge budget or anything, just shoot on iPhone. I would argue, don't worry about the technical quality of your content, worry about the substance, worry about the story, make sure you're actually cultivating an audience that's digging your content, get the simple stuff and apply it to your own workflow to speed it up and actually do things that move the needle, like actually making good videos and growing a dope audience. So to close out, just want to say thank you to Dehancer for reaching out and sponsoring this video. I think you guys made a dope product and I see myself continuing to use it for a while now. If you want to go check it out and get it for yourself, you can use my code REESE for 10% off. Thank you so much for checking this out. I will catch you guys in the next one.